G'day everyone, just working on this 1894 pistol grip stock conversion again. So this is actually the receiver. It's a 1894 pre-1964, so this is the original Winchester, not some later model from another company. It's Winchester. Has a full-length octagonal barrel, 26 inches, which is why I chose it for this project. And here's the stock that I had in the machine. So it's looking a little bit more like what it's supposed to. A lot of the final shaping has been done by hand. I'm doing it all by hand because you do tend to get better results when you finish it off by hand. So this is, I don't know what percentage, this is probably, I don't know, maybe 60% finished. I'm working on the inletting. So the receiver has to fit to the stock, and basically, 2 seconds. There we go. So the receiver has to fit to the stock one piece at a time. So first you do the top tang. Once you've got everything sorted out there, move on to the bottom tang. Make sure everything's cleared and inletted. As you can see, there's a small gap left still between the back and here. I'm going back one piece at a time. So you can see there's probably a little bit of gap right here, which is going to come further back anyway, so that's not a problem. The sides I'm really happy with. There's no gap either side. A little bit of a gap right in there, which as the receiver goes further back, that will get taken up. So I'm actually really happy with how things are going so far. This is really high because I've just left it high. I don't take any of the edges down until I have a really, really good inlet. Once the receiver is inlet fully, I take all the edges down smooth and level. So yeah, that's how it's looking. If you're wondering what all this black soot is, so it's actually part of an really old style gunsmithing technique. Just a second. It's a pretty tight fit. So what you do is you actually take an old school lamp. It's like an old oil-based lamp. And when you when you have too much wick on one of these, it produces a lot of soot. So you can probably see all the black smoke coming off that. That's soot. So you pass the part over the flame. You can be right at the end of the flame. Doesn't really matter. I think you get the same results whether you're touching the flame or not. It covers the part, everything that's going to be touching the wood, it covers it all in a really thin soot. And it's not harmful to the wood. It's not harmful to the wood at all. So as you can see, this part now it's got a thin film of black soot all over the where it matches. So you can see all these little black marks inside. That's where the metal parts are making contact with the wood. So once you have an idea of where the metal parts are contacting the wood, you take a tool called a scraper. So I made my own scraper. It's just a cheap, shitty screwdriver hooked over with a sharp edge. Okay? So you take the scraper, and I'm just going to quickly do this. You scratch backwards and forwards, just scrape, scrape, scrape. I'll do it from the other side because the grain's not good that way. So you just, it's hard to do this with a camera. See, the area is actually getting smaller and smaller. So as you scratch away at the high spots, the black, the lamp black, will disappear. If you're doing it right, you should only really have to scratch away the areas that are high. And you end up with no more lamp black in that section. And when I fit this stock to the action to the stock again, which has just been fresh blacked, so just hang on a second, I'm gonna Sorry about the poor camera workmanship. So that's been tapped back into place. As you can see, there's fresh black there. But the idea is you want a really, really nice, even, continuous contact. So this black, from before you saw it, the black is a little bit more even and a little bit more closer together. Eventually you'll get it to the point where it's almost touching completely all the way through, and that's what you want. So that's what I'm doing with the stock right now, just inletting. I'll let you know, guys, how it's going. Catch you on the next one.